right, good morning and thank you for joining us on the Monday edition of TVC Breakfast. I'm Veronica Dan Ikboy. Joining me this morning is Olamide Adeyemi. Olamide.
Good morning, Veronica.
Good morning.
Happy new week.
It's a new week, promising week, to be filled with a lot of activities, hopefully, as we count down also to the said protests.
The said protest.
Yes. We'll see how things will pan out at the end of the day, although that will form part of our conversation later on the program. We're also going to look at the matter of Aliko Dangote, the NNPCL, and all the dynamics playing out with regards to that sector and the concerns being raised. But then again, we'll have to begin with the story, first of all, talking about the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the United States of America have taken a significant step towards strengthening their economic ties by signing a Memorandum of Understanding, that's an MoU, on commercial and investment partnership. The agreement was signed on the sidelines of the 2024 African Growth and Opportunity Act Forum in Washington, D.C., by Nigeria's Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Doris Uzoka-Anite, and the U.S. Secretary of Commerce, Gina Raimondo. The MoU aims to deepen bilateral commercial and investment ties between Nigeria and the United States through collaboration to enhance the business environment, facilitate private sector-led trade and investment projects, and implement actions for a mutually beneficial trade and investment relationship. It also focuses on key economic sectors, including infrastructure, agriculture, sports, the digital and creative economy, as well as cross-cutting areas such as investment promotion and regulatory reforms. But this is quite an interesting one, knowing that Nigeria and the U.S. have had their bilateral ties going on since 1960, talking about since Nigeria gained independence. Despite the various interruptions we had, talking about coups and all of it, that tie has been going on strong. And that is what we are seeing, especially with this signing of bilateral agreement. It must be said also that Nigeria is the U.S.'s second largest trading partner in Africa, with two-way trade exceeding about $10.6 billion. That's as of 2022. And also the United States is one of the largest foreign investors in Nigeria, with foreign direct investment totaling about $5.6 billion in 2022. And the trade volume with the United States reached about 4.87 trillion naira as of 2023. And of this figure, imported goods were worth 2.27 trillion, while exported goods totaled 2.609 trillion naira. But then it's quite interesting that we're seeing that the expansion of all of this commitment on both sides.
And it's also very important, like you mentioned, and you have also mentioned on this show about the need for regular consultation, which is part of the framework set up by this MoU to have, regular consultations at various levels, including business to government, government to government, on how this, this relation can benefit both parties. It's also important to, acknowledge some of the major sectors that will be addressed, and this agreement focuses on, such as agriculture. Maybe this is coming at the right time, especially where we are facing food insecurity in the nation. Perhaps we could tap into some of, their resources as regards ensuring food security, ensuring that we have, a conducive environment, a conducive climate for farming and others and other factors, and also the digital and creative economy, and also the tech industry. So these are basic, and major sectors that perhaps we could also tap into what the United States is doing.
Well, they have said that this partnership underscores their commitment to nurturing an enabling environment for investment and trade, which is one of the crucial aspects of this current administration when we're talking about economic development agenda. And the opportunity it presents for the fast-growing tech sector can't be overemphasized, and especially the potential for knowledge transfer, as they have said. But one critical aspect, picking a leaf from the conversation we had sometime last week with an expert talking about the agricultural sector, that these kinds of agreements should involve stakeholders who are playing in that sector when we're talking about agriculture, because he mentioned that when you talk about aids from this person's whatever knowledge, monies coming, grants and all of it, that it does not come as at when due, such that we see the result at the end of the day, which is a critical aspect, ensuring that at the end of the day it benefits us and not just them. Because for him, he said, what they are trying to do is gather data, ensure that, okay, they have done something for Nigeria, but at the end of the day, how beneficial was it to Nigerians, which is something I believe that government should look into critically. Now, whatever arrangement you're signing, critical stakeholders, be it in the tech industry, like you mentioned, be it in agriculture, these stakeholders who understand how things happen there should begin to look at how we can implement these things in such a way that it trickles down. There's a trickle-down effect, and not just we hearing the signing of these agreements worth, we don't know the amount right now, but then it's a lot as it is. But at the end of the day, how much do we benefit as a country that the man on the streets, because that is what this is all about, the man on the streets, talking about agriculture, every farmer, be it conventional or non-conventional, those who are in the farming space, benefit at the end of the day from this.
And, it's also very important to perhaps this MoU will also focus on the ease of doing business, which has also been a long-standing issue about Nigerians and having to, enhance the business environment, how easy it is to, conduct business between both nations, investments and others, which is very key, the need for investors at this time. And it also says that the MoU will implement actions for mutually beneficial trade and investment partnership at this point in time where we need investors in the country.
Well, the whole arrangement is supposed to be operative for just 5 years, but there's a provision for review and revision when needed. Hopefully, it would extend beyond 5 years, and especially looking at the fact that it is open for review. But let's quickly bring you the news update at this time.